What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Alabama gets another road win in the SEC and continues through this 5-game gauntlet of ranked teams, beating Alabama by double digits. And I just got to say, man, holy Joyce Edwards, the freshman, 21 points to lead the way, new career high, absolutely closed this game out in style in the fourth quarter. That last 5 minutes, this was a single-digit game, and Joyce Edwards went to work. South Carolina just kept feeding her the ball. Alabama didn't have the size, skill, or physicality to keep Joyce Edwards from posting up and getting to that rim, man. She showed the mid-range today. She showed the passing ability. Rebounding, she was superb on the glass. They had like 16, 17 offensive rebounds alone. Second chances, diving, getting dirty on the floor for loose balls. Finishing in style, taking contact, finishing through contact, and ones. Joyce Edwards was perfect from the free throw line. She absolutely got it done. The poise that she possesses in big moments as a freshman is absolutely spooky. Her control, her ability, her footwork, just her ability to go back to the basket or face up, get to the cup, and finish with either hand. Nice touch. Utilizes her body well, built for contact, establishes position. They just kept feeding her. She played major minutes in this contest, man. The future is right now. Like, Joyce Edwards has proven through several games this season that she is capable of carrying this offense and this team to victories if they feed her the ball. And they definitely made an effort. Sanaya Fagan was big on the glass as well. She played a really good game on defense, blocking shots. Just love what I saw from the inside presence of both of them. They have two players that have absolutely elevated their games since Ashlyn Watkins went down. Joyce Edwards and Sanaya Fagan. They have been very, very impressive the last couple of games, man. I love what they did inside. Love the transition offense for South Carolina, forcing turnovers. I tell you though, that was the positives. Tessa Johnson, only 5 points, but hit a big three to silence the crowd that was getting a little rowdy up there in Alabama, Tuscaloosa. I will say, man, Sarah Ashley Barker being out of this game, Alabama's leader, emotional leader, on the court leader, was huge in this contest. And I'm not saying that they would have won with her, but it could have been a little bit scarier because Alabama, man, they played pretty good basketball. What killed them is they went through stretches, y'all, where they just did not score the basketball. They went through stretches where South Carolina went through droughts and had multiple turnovers back-to-back possessions. And, they left 6 points at the free throw line, first off. And when you're playing a juggernaut like South Carolina, you have to make free throws. You have to play better than you usually play. You can't afford mistakes. You got to make them pay for their mistakes. And Alabama didn't do a good job of that tonight, of just pressing South Carolina when they made mistakes. I do think this game was a lot closer than the score will indicate. You take away the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of the game, and this is a dogfight, a straight nail-biter. But that's the thing. Can you turn it on? South Carolina has an extra gear that no team in the country other than UCLA has that we've seen. Maybe LSU as well. But they have another gear where they really put their foot on the gas, put their heads down, and attack the basket. And, hustle. They wanted it more tonight, and that's what we saw. Taking a look at the numbers. 18-point victory on the road in the SEC, always impressive. 76-58 to move to 17-1 on the season. They shot 43.3% from the field. Horrendous from three, though, at 14.3%. 3 of 21 for three, man. Malaysia Fulwiley, Tessa Johnson doing their damage there. Hit a couple threes. Alabama, not a whole lot better. 4 of 22 from three. Alabama, 3 of 20 from three. South Carolina, 15% from 3-point range. Let me correct myself. Alabama not much better at 18.2% from three. Like, just horrendous three-point shooting. The free throw line, though, South Carolina with one of their better shooting performances from the line. From the charity stripe, they were 90.5% as a team. Alabama left 6 free throws at the line. They got smashed on the boards, 51-34. 18 offensive rebounds for South Carolina. So many second chance possessions. There were possessions where South Carolina literally got 3 shot attempts. And it was bad. Fast break. Malaysia Fulwiley had a beautiful behind the back pass. 20 assists for the team. That 1-on-2 break, that 2-on-1 break where she hit Tahina Powell with the behind the back. Now, what surprised me is Alabama actually had more blocks and steals in this game and less turnovers. The personal fouls, too, a lot of offensive fouls called on South Carolina. Alabama was getting a little bit of home cooking, but 15 turnovers. Turnovers continue to be an issue for South Carolina, but it did not cost them in this game. They do have periods where they're sloppy, though, man. Leading the way, we mentioned Joyce Edwards, 21 points, 6 rebounds. Malaysia Fulwiley off the bench, 12 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. She was elite in transition, hit a 3, was getting to the cup at will. Doing what she does, providing instant offense and a big spark for this team in 21 minutes of play. She played some big minutes as well. Also scoring in double digits, Tahina Powell, 11 points, 5 assists, tied for a team high with Chloe Kitts, who was dishing that rock. 3 rebounds, and she continues to play really well on defense and make big shots to open up these lanes for the slashers on South Carolina. Kitts, 10 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds. Very, very efficient game for Chloe Kitts tonight. She could have had even more points, man. She kind of turned it off a little bit towards the end, but 5 assists, very unselfish. Out-rebounding everybody with 13 rebounds. Another day at the office for Chloe Kitts. Sanaya Fagan, 8 points, 3 assists, 8 big rebounds for them, and some blocks. Sanaya Fagan is absolutely a pro. Did y'all see that little backdoor cut? She led Lay on that backdoor cut. Like, bro, that pass was so elite. Like, Fagan is so skilled, man. I really think she's gonna be a solid player in the WNBA. I'm just saying that right now. But looking at it, team effort, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Chloe Kitts, another day at the office, very efficient game for her. Powell, Raven Johnson, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. And, man, I tell you, she get that mid-range down. Raven going to average 10 easy a game. 10, she going to average 12, 15 if she ever gets that mid-range, because they be giving her so much space and daring her to shoot the basketball, man. Looking at Alabama, honestly, they missed Parker, but Essence Cody, breakout star for them. 15 points, hit a couple of threes, 4 rebounds. Definitely just knocked down some big shots for Alabama and kept them in this contest for majority of the game. Zay Green continues to be their best player, leading scorer. 15 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. She got some tough buckets. I think she could have been a little bit more aggressive, but that also could be, salute to the South Carolina defense, making things extremely tough for her. It was more of a quiet night for Leah Nye, coming off that big career-high game she had. She hit a couple of threes, but she never really found like a true rhythm. I think they chased her. They did well to deny her the basketball and chase her off that three-point line, made her put it on the floor. But, Alabama, not much size compared to South Carolina, and that's what really did them in, especially on the glass. And that they usually shoot better than that from threes. 3-point percentage killed them. They did not make enough threes. When you're a smaller team, you want to play fast and you want to shoot the three. And they played at South Carolina's pace tonight. They did not speed South Carolina up whatsoever. It was more of a half-court game, very low scoring, very defensive-oriented game. South Carolina looked sloppy at times. Offense looked stagnant. Joyce Edwards closed this thing out in the final moments, and they roll on to another victory. This game was a lot closer than the box score will admit and the scoreboard will admit. South Carolina definitely struggled. Coach Don Staley talked about Alabama guards getting loose, shooting the basketball, making shots in one-on-one situations, and we did see them guards give South Carolina problems for sure tonight. But it wasn't enough, and South Carolina, man, keeps on rolling through the gauntlet. Hey, y'all let me know y'all's comments, biggest takeaways from the game. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe, comment, like, share. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Till next time, we out.